Okay, today we are going to start our lesson about the long run production function and returns to scale. What do we mean by long run? Yesterday we were talking about law of diminishing returns when at least one factor of production was kept fixed and we added the variable factor of production into the fixed factor, and we observed what happens to the total physical product, marginal physical product and average physical product of variable factor, that is labor. Now in long run, we all know long run means when all the factors of production are variable, nothing is kept fixed. Then we say the all factors of production are variable. During long run, all factors of production are variable. Nothing is kept fixed. And nothing is kept fixed. So now, can I say that during the long run, the scale of production has changed? When all the factors of production are variable, like the area of land has been doubled, or workers they are also doubled, and the capital employed is also doubled. Clear? It means the whole scale of production is now 2 times. So what do you think about the average cost of production during the long run? Will it decrease or stay same, or will it increase? Decrease. You are saying it will decrease. It depends. Okay? How we say during long run all the factors of production are variable, so the scale of production has changed, and due to that change in scale of production we find returns to scale. If our output has been doubled, more than doubled, like we have increased all our inputs by double and output has increased more than doubled, then we find increasing returns to scale in our long run production function. And during increasing returns to scale, when productivity of these factors of production has been doubled or it has increased, so per unit cost of production during the long run will start decreasing. Follow? So it depends. When scale of production is doubled and output has increased more than doubled, then we have increasing returns to scale. So returns to scale means what? Returns to scale. That means when inputs are increased, how the output has responded to that change in inputs. Equal to the change in inputs, more than the change in input, or less than the change in input in percentage form. So we have 3 different scales of production returns to scale. One is called increasing returns to scale. What it is? Increasing returns to scale, and it is called IRS. Another is called constant returns to scale. Constant returns to scale. It is called CRS. What it is? CRS. And the third one is called decreasing returns to scale. Decreasing returns to scale. This is called DRS. Okay? Now one by one we are going to study them. How will they change the long run average cost of production when the scale of production is changed? So in long run all factors of production are variable, nothing is kept fixed. It means fixed cost of production is 0. The total cost will be the variable cost of production. When nothing is fixed, with respect to previous time. So we say in long run fixed cost of production is not present. We only have the variable cost of production. So the total cost will be equal to the variable cost. Now the first returns to scale, that is IRS. What it is? IRS. In IRS we see when inputs are doubled, when inputs or factors of production you can say are doubled and output has increased more than double, increased more than double. So in that case we say this is an increasing returns to scale in our long run production. For example, there are the inputs which are converted into output by a firm. Clear? Previously we were having 500 inputs. Clear? Like land, labor, capital, all these things, if they are numbered like 5, you can say over here they are 5 and they are producing output. 50 inputs are producing 1000 units of output in the present time. So when scale of production is doubled, okay, so output has increased 2500 you can say. So it is more than doubled. So when scale of production is doubled, so the output has increased more than double. Inputs are 100% increase, but output has increased more than 100%. That means this firm is having decrease in its long run average cost. It is enjoying what? Long run economies of scale. So this is due to their internal reasons. What it is? When output has increased more than doubled, so what happens? Their long run average cost of production, this is now long run average cost, it starts declining. This is what we say, these are the economies of scale which are enjoyed. Economies of scale. Economies of scale mean what? Their scale of production has changed. It has been increased. So due to that increase in scale of production, their per unit cost of production is starting to fall. Due to their long run average cost of production, it is now decreasing. Previously, this was the output level and this was the long run average cost. Now output has increased with less average cost. Per unit cost of production has decreased. That's why we say when firms are producing in large scale of production, their per unit cost has decreased. So that's why due to mass production, the consumers are also benefited in the form of lower prices. Clear? As compared to small scale of production where per unit cost of production was high. Small firm is going to produce less output with high per unit cost. So when it becomes larger in size, why it grows? In order to enjoy these internal economies of scale. Okay? So these can be economies of scale due to increase in technology as well. We will study them later on. But right now this is the effect of change in the scale of production. So this effect, when long run average costs are decreasing, we say this is called increasing returns to scale. Clear? Now I'm going to do with this is called what? IRS. Clear? Now I am going to have the constant returns to scale. What it is? Constant returns to scale. Or we say this is CRS. Now what happens when inputs are doubled been doubled. So if we have changed the scale of production, the output has also increased, but by the same proportion as inputs have increased. So here we find inputs and here we find output. So if inputs were 50, output was 1000. Now inputs are 100, but output is 2000. Clear? So we see over here inputs are doubled and output is also doubled. So this is called now, due to the change in scale of production, their per unit cost of production hasn't changed. Is it clear or not? So when scale of production has been increased, in this case their long run average cost stays constant. Alright? It is not having change in the productivity of factors of production. This increasing returns to scale has shown us increase in the productivity of factors of production. That's why in case of IRS, the long run average cost of production started to decrease. But here, productivity of factors of production hasn't changed. Therefore, the long run average cost is same. Followed? Alina? Clear? Now, what is DRS? I am not going to that area because it may not be covered by the lens, camera lens. So I am using only these two areas of the book. Okay, now what is DRS? DRS means decreasing returns to scale. The third form of scale of production, that is DRS, decreasing returns to scale. Now, what happens when inputs are doubled but output has increased less than double. Output increased but it has increased by less than double. Alright. So here I find the inputs, that is 50 and output is previously it is 1000. Now inputs are doubled but output has increased to 1500. So look here, inputs are increased by 100%, they have been increased by double. But although output has increased, but by 50%. Clear? It doesn't mean during decreasing returns to scale the firm has less output than before the change. Output has still increased, but that is in proportionate form, it is less than the change in inputs. If inputs have increased by 100%, here inputs are increased by 100%, but output has increased by 50%. The proportionate change in the output is less than the proportionate change in inputs. Clear or not? So if I draw the long run, it means this firm is facing increasing its long run average cost of production. So in case of DRS, we have long run average cost, it is like this. Now average cost starts increasing. Clear? Yes. So this is called now the firm is facing diseconomies of scale. Diseconomies of scale. Follow my point or not? So we have three scales of production, returns to scale. One is IRS, increasing returns, another is CRS or constant returns, and the last one is DRS, when long run average cost starts increasing. Can I say here the productivity of factors of production has not increased, rather it has decreased. So when a firm becomes larger be managed. So firm will be facing communication problems. So they are having managerial diseconomies of scale when their scale of production is increasing, their span of control is increasing, their chain of command is increasing in your business language. So we see due to those changes, the long run average cost of production starts rising. When it starts rising, so firm is having decreasing returns to scale or diseconomies of scale are faced by the firm. Now I want to make you clear a few things. I am going to draw the long run average cost in one diagram. Long run average cost is here. It is like this, going to minimum, then start rising. Clear? This is IRS. When firm is enjoying economies of scale, it is increasing returns. Then a time is reached. This is CRS. And then it is difficult to be managed, so it has DRS. When firm is becoming too larger in size, it will be difficult to be managed. Or we studied dynamic productive efficiency, if you remember in our early lessons. What is that? If firm is enjoying economies of scale, this is long run average cost, and it approaches the minimum point of long run average cost of production, then it achieves dynamic productive efficiency. And what is MES? MES means minimum efficient scale of production. Minimum efficient scale of production. What does it mean? In long run, within the internal changes of the firm, this is the most minimum point of long run average cost which is available with the firm. Within this scale of production. After this long run average cost start rising, so that means now it is facing managerial problems, managerial diseconomies of scale. Therefore, after MES, its long run average cost when it start rising, we face the diseconomies of scale. So here at MES, the firm is having dynamic productive efficiency. Clear? That's all for today. Thank you.